So you already know that the secret to getting lots and lots of search engine traffic today is to build high quality links to your site from relevant sites. But the question is, how do you do it? Well, you're in luck because today I'm going to walk you through something I like to call the moving man method, which is one of my all-time favorite link building strategies. I'm Brian Dean, the founder of Backlinko, the place where marketers turn for higher rankings and more traffic. And keep watching this video to learn how you can use the moving man method to get high quality links and traffic to your site. So before I get into the nitty-gritty of exactly how the moving man method works, I want to walk you through a little case study of how I recently used this strategy to get awesome links to Backlinko, like a link from a .edu site, a PageRank 5 resource page, and just basically a lot of really high quality links using this method. So I don't know if you heard about this, but a couple years ago, some big names in the SEO space came together to form an agency called Blue Glass. And because they had so many brilliant minds working on the site and on the business, they produced some amazing content on their site, like blog posts and ultimate guides and infographics, and basically had a really great site that provided a ton of value to the SEO community. And as you might imagine, because they had big names working on the site and they produced great content, they generated a lot of high quality links to that site. Now, unfortunately, for reasons that we don't really understand, the agency suddenly shut down. Basically, they went out of business one day without any warning. Now, people say it had to do with the internal politics of the business. It doesn't really matter, but basically, the site suddenly shut down. And instead of shutting down in the sense that the site wasn't up anymore, it had 404 pages, all the pages were essentially blank. So all the people that were linking to the content, when they ran broken link checks on their site, the links showed up as working. So what I did was I used a program called Ahrefs to download all the links that were pointing to Blue Glass and let the people know about the links that weren't working on their site. And obviously I didn't just let them know about the dead link, I also pitched a resource on Backlinko as a replacement. And because I was helping them making their site better by removing a link that wasn't working anymore and pitching them a high quality piece of content, it was a no-brainer, and the campaign converted really well. And as I mentioned earlier, I got a lot of really high quality links using this strategy. Okay, so let's take it step by step and show you how you can use this strategy for your site and your business. So your first step is to find resources in your industry that have either shut down or changed names or moved URLs or are no longer being updated. So how do you find these resources that are no longer up? Well, you can use something like Google News and type in your keyword that describes your industry plus out of business, plus shut down, plus rebranded, right? That's a great way to find them. You can also type Google, just put a keyword plus service no longer available, or plus this resource is no longer updated, or basically anything that's helped you find resources in your industry that are shut down and not providing value, and even though they used to, and generated links. So how about a couple of examples from real life? Well, you probably heard that Borders, a massive national chain bookstore, went out of business. And even though there's no such thing as Borders anymore, Borders.com still has over 180,000 links pointing to it. So if you ran a site about book publishing or writing or becoming a fiction author, this would be a great opportunity for you, because the vast majority of sites that are linking to Borders are about that. So if you reached out to those people and said, hey, I noticed that you linked to Borders, as you may have heard, there's no such thing as Borders.com anymore. I have something similar on my site that Borders used to have. Maybe you want to consider replacing the Borders link with my link. Okay, so another example, Blockbuster, another huge national chain that went out of business somewhat suddenly and has all sorts of links pointing to it. So if you had a site about video production or movies or video editing, this would be a great opportunity for you, because just like with Borders, Blockbuster tends to get links from sites that are about those things. So you could find very easily using a program like Majestic SEO or Open Site Explorer and Ahrefs whether or not the pages that are relevant on Blockbuster to your site have a lot of links pointing to them. And if they did, reach out to those people and say, hey, you have a link that's not working pointing to Blockbuster. I have something really similar on my site. You might want to consider replacing the Blockbuster link with a link to my content. Okay, so once you've found these resources or entire sites that aren't up anymore, and you notice that they have a lot of links pointing to them, it's time to dig in and find out who exactly is linking to them. And that's where you can use a program like I mentioned before, like Ahrefs, Majestic SEO, or Open Site Explorer, to find specifically what pages on the web are pointing to these out-of-date resources. And then you want to download those into an Excel spreadsheet and find the contact information for all the people that run high-quality sites that are linking to these out-of-date resources. Now, the last step is to reach out to these people, and as I mentioned before, let them know about the link that is pointing to a resource that's no longer there or outdated or whatever, and then pitching your resource as a replacement. Here's the exact word-for-word script that you can use. Hey there, I found your page about whatever today and noticed that you had a link to whatever outdated resource there is, like Blockbuster. So as you may have heard, Blockbuster shut down and went out of business. You might want to remove that link. Also, I recently published a resource about the same thing. It might make a nice addition to your page. Either way, love the article, keep up the good work. Now that's really all there is to it. You're just basically giving them a heads up about the outdated resource and then offering something similar or better on your site as a replacement. So that's all there is to the Moving Man method. As you can see, it's a great way to get high quality links at scale that your competitors probably aren't using. Now, if you want more awesome marketing and SEO videos like this, subscribe to the Backlinko YouTube channel right now. And if you want insider tips that I only share with subscribers, head over to backlinko.com and sign up for free updates. Okay, so now I want to turn it over to you. How do you plan on using the Moving Man method to get high quality links and traffic to your site? Or maybe you have a question about how it works. Either way, leave a comment below right now. I want to hear from you.